one of the most important filmmakers working today, without question, in the animation community, one of the most influential. And his work has influenced us at Pixar. Oftentimes when we get stuck in developing our stories, I'll always go to one of his films, and I'm so inspired by his storytelling and his vision and how magical and inventive his work is. And it's always inspired me. And I've had the luxury to become very good friends as we first met in October of 1987 when he was in production on his film Totoro. Very good friends with him and his amazing producer Toshio Suzuki, and everyone at Studio Ghibli in Tokyo, and I've helped bring over his films to this country. I think that this country deserves these films, and you should all search these films out and see them. They're amazing. I've helped with English language versions of Spirited Away, which Kurt directed. Also, Howl's Moving Castle we worked on. Today, I'm really proud to talk about his latest movie, Ponyo, which I helped direct and executive produce, along with Kathy Kennedy and Frank Marshall, the English language version of this film. We've been able to get amazing collection of talent to do the English language voices. Matt Damon, Kate Blanchett, Liam Neeson, and Tina Fey, among others, are doing voices in this film. And you know what's amazing is that these people all say yes because they know this man's work and it's touched them deeply, like it's touched me. And so I'm very, very proud to bring out San Diego Comic-Con. Please welcome Hayao Miyazaki.
I'm here due to my friendship with John Lasseter.
Miyazaki-san, welcome.
ようこそいらっしゃいました。
Can you talk a little bit about how you develop your stories? You know, your storyboarding process.
ずっと考えるというか、考えるのがそういうことなんです。
My process is thinking about my stories for a long time.
いい方法があったら教えてください。
If you have a better way, please let me know.
When I visit him, I'm always amazed because we work so hard at Pixar. We have a storyboard team, and we work very closely. We work and rework our sequences. I go over to sit and watch him, and he sits down at his desk, starts, and just storyboards everything himself. And these boards are so beautiful, and they actually, you know, it becomes the layout for his films, and it just comes out of his head, and it always amazes me. That's not really a question. I guess I'm just I'm gushing because I'm sitting next to Hayao Miyazaki.
ストーリーボードは大体一 人でやるっていうのは日本のアニメーションの習慣なんです。
I think working on the storyboard alone is a custom that we have in Japan in terms of animation.
ですから僕だけがずっと今まであります。ただ僕は遅いんでずっとやってるように見えるんです。
It's not just I that works that way, but since I'm slow, it seems like I'm working on the storyboard all the time.
How did you come up with the idea for Ponyo? What was the inspiration for Ponyo?
ポヨはですね、今カエルをやってましたが、初めはブリキのカエルを男の子が拾うという物語だったんです。
We just saw a story about a frog, but the first idea I had for Ponyo was that the little boy picks up a frog.
でもどうやってもカエルがキャラクターにならないものですから金魚にしました。
But I couldn't work out a good character for a frog, so I turned it into a goldfish.
金魚にしようってなったなって思ったんです。
I think I was lucky. It was good that I turned it into a goldfish.
The color in all your films are so beautiful because it really helps tell the underlying emotion of your scenes. This film, I think, is one of the most colorful films you've created. What was the idea behind the styling, the backgrounds and the color style of this film?
世界をシンプルにやりたかったのと、あと主人公が真っ赤ですから、それに負けない分になってくると、世界が鮮やかな色になってしまったんですね。
I wanted to make it a simple story and to show simplicity through the colors. Also, since the main character is red, as the goldfish, I didn't want her color to overwhelm the other colors, so the other colors had to be bright as well.
The music in your films, the amazing work in all your films with Joe Hishashi has done such an incredible job on your films. So how early do you bring him in on the process?
Firstly, 映画を作り始めて比較的早い段階で久石さんと話をします。どういう映画か僕も分かってる範囲で。
Fairly early on, I bring Mr. Hisaishi in to discuss what kind of film I'm going to make.
あとメモを渡します。例えばポニョ、これは小さな金魚です。そういう世界がこんなようなものであるとか。モチーフをいくつかのモチーフを練って描きます。それを彼に渡して彼が自由に作曲をするんです。そのイメージアルバムと私たちは呼んでますが、それは映画の音楽としてではなくてイメージのアルバムとして最初に作ります。
I give Mr. Hisaishi some notes regarding, for example, that Ponyo is a small goldfish, what kind of world she lives in, and I give them indications of what kind of motifs I would like to have in the film. Then he composes the music as he sees fit in a free way. And then he makes what we call an image album of the entire music that's going to be. We don't necessarily use all of that music, but it's the music that he imagines would be best fitting for this story.
それから映画が少し形になってきてから具体的に話をしていきますが、決まったところに決まった音楽がいくわけではなくて、使われなくなるものやあるいは大きなアレンジをしたり、突然彼が私の書いたメモを歌にしてしまったりとか、いろいろなことが起こりながら映画の音楽としてまとまっていくんです。
And then as the story develops and it gets farther on into the production process, we discuss more specific uses of his music. At some points we will use the music, sometimes we don't use the music, sometimes he loses the memos that I give him. So we have all kinds of issues as we go along making the film.
時々意見が食い違いまして、私がトトロから外してしまった音楽があるんです。彼はいまだにあれは間違っていたと私が顔を向けて言います。
We do disagree sometimes. There is some music that I left out of the film My Neighbor Totoro, and he is still telling me that I should have used that.
いや僕はあれでよかったんです。
But I insist that it was good that I didn't use that music.